Welcome back to the AHSAA Radio Network Scoreboard Show and the AHSAA Spotlight segment this week. And we want to talk a little bit of recruiting because it's always a hot topic as we hit mid-season and work towards the back end of the season. And this week we're pleased to have Adam Krohn from Southeast Recruiting Analyst for our friends at Rivals and Yahoo Sports. And Adam, I hope you're having a wonderful week so far, and let's talk a little recruiting. How are you doing?
Doing great. Thanks for having me. Excited to be on the show.
We appreciate you being here, too. Let's start first, and I think a lot of people wonder about this. The process of ranking recruits. You know, we always see 5-star, 4-star. In a nutshell, what does 3-star, 4-star, 5-star even mean, and how do you guys go about processing that information?
Yeah, without a doubt, that is the number one question always asked, and it's a good question. And well, basically, we rank prospects on a combination of things. First, there's in-person evaluation, whether it's a game, a practice, a camp, a 7-on-7 tournament, any way we can see them. You know, we study film on them if we can't get to them in person. And there's other factors. And I will say that we put more effort into our rankings than anyone else in the industry. Our rankings are based on a player's potential impact level at the college level and beyond. And like I said, we see more kids than anyone else in the industry. And also in the off-season, we have our own Rivals Camp Series sponsored by Under Armour. It gives us the unique opportunity to run a camp exactly how we see fit. You know, we know this kid quarterback in Arizona is good. We know this quarterback in Florida is good. But if you put them side by side, you know, who do you think's better? Like, these camps give us an opportunity to do that. And they've helped us tremendously in evaluating the best talent up against the best talent, which is actually a situation that actually rarely comes up during the football season.
Well, let's talk a little bit about players. Who is the best player or maybe players that you've seen so far in the state of Alabama this year?
Yes, I've been up to Alabama a couple times this season so far. I'm also the recruiting analyst for the state of Florida, so I'm seeing kids in both states. And between either state, the most impressive player I think I've seen so far easily is Marlon Davidson of Carver. He's a defensive end. Physically, the kid's just a beast. Stands at 6'4", 288 pounds, and he had a dominant game when I was on hand to watch him against Northview. And on one particular drive that stood out to me, 3 of Northview's plays resulted in a loss of 30 yards because Davidson got a sack, he got a tackle for loss, and he earned a holding penalty. So, I mean, the kid's just unreal. His brother played at Auburn, so the Tigers figured to be the favorite. But Alabama and some other SEC schools are in the mix, and he's a 2016 kid. So he's still got a complete another year to decide. And you know, another player that I saw that impressed me is Duke commit and quarterback Pretty Turner of Murphy when they played Viger. And Turner put on a show in the passing and the running game. And I wouldn't be surprised to see him compete for early playing time next season with Duke's quarterback Boone graduating. And Viger had Desharius Flowers, but he was severely limited with an ankle injury, so I didn't really get to see the best of him. But he's committed to Alabama, and he's a 2015 kid. And also Davidson's teammate, linebacker Lindell Wilson, he wasn't as dominant during the game that I saw him as Marlon was, but I did see the explosiveness and the physical abilities that led us to giving him 5 stars. And he hasn't, by the way, Marlon's a 4-star, but as far as I'm concerned, he's a 5-star. I'm gonna work on getting that ranking changed a little bit. And Wilson hasn't named a favorite in his recruiting process, but the in-state powers like Auburn and Alabama and other SEC schools like Georgia and Florida and others figure to be in the mix. And he's also a 2016 kid.
Well, Adam, we're down to about a minute remaining in the segment here. So real quick, I want to ask you your thoughts on Darren Payne, Shades Valley. I know certainly a player that you're really fond of. The state's only 5-star.
Yeah, state's only 5-star, and he's likely going to decide between Auburn and Alabama. And you know, from what I'm hearing, people that I'm talking to, it's really Alabama's game to lose. So it'll be interesting. And the running back, his teammate, what's his name?
Keith Mixon. Keith Mixon, yeah.
Keith Mixon. That's another running back. On Shades Valley's team to keep an eye on as well.
Shades Valley
right now to I believe it's Mississippi State, but some other schools are starting to pick up the mix. In-state schools like Auburn, Alabama, and just keep an eye on his recruiting process because there's a chance that he might open it back up.
He's got an excellent shot, too, as Luke Robinson, my broadcast partner, likes to point out at Mr. Football before the season's over. Adam Krohn, again, joining us, Southeast recruiting analyst for Rivals.com and Yahoo Sports. Thank you so much for the time this week. We'll look forward to reading your stuff as the recruiting season continues to heat up and we get closer to signing day, okay?
All right, take care.
Thanks, Adam. That's Adam Krohn joining us from Rivals.com. We'll be back with our Player of the Week right after Scores on the Fours. Stay with us.